Hello there, Sonny Otache, welcoming you to this edition of Telecom Today. Telecom Today is a program powered by the nation's telecom regulatory body, the Nigerian Communications Commission, NCC, to inform you on the latest in the world of telecommunications in Nigeria and around the world. As usual, it promises to be breathtaking. In this edition on our update, NCC receives yet another kudos for a job well done. The federal government initiates a draft bill on cybercrime as well as appeal to lawmakers to expedite action on a telecom protection bill. Also in this edition, Lagos State Government signs MOU with Association of Licensed Operators, ALTON, to improve services. And on our news of the week, a senior advocate of Nigeria makes case for telecom consumers, while on our consumer focus is still on mobile number portability. Call it part 2 if you may. As you can see, it's a bumper episode. Please stay tuned. Nigerian Communications Commission is pleased to offer the choice of mobile number portability to all telephone subscribers on any GSM mobile network in Nigeria. With mobile number portability, you can change your network without changing your number. To port, you must physically visit the office of the new operator with a valid identity card and a registered SIM card. Mobile number portability is available to both prepaid and postpaid subscribers, and it is free. If your service provider is charging you higher, do not listen to your complaints, or do not provide you quality service, go ahead and port to another network that you feel will treat you better and still maintain your number. It is your choice. It is your right. NCC, connecting Nigeria. Welcome back. On our update segment, Pyramid Research, an international research body, in its recent work has lauded NCC for its efforts. The Nigerian Communications Commission (NCC) has again received commendation from an international telecom research body, the Pyramid Research, for sustaining the rapid growth of telecoms in the country. Pyramid Research, which gave the commendation in its 5-year outlook report on the nation's telecom sector, said the Nigerian telecoms remained one of the most attractive markets in the whole of the Middle East and Africa, pointing out that the NCC was able to sustain its rapid growth with good regulatory policies. The research finding published in their website states that the fast pace of growth in the Nigerian telecom sector and the country's population of over 170 million people means the country will remain one of the most attractive markets in the Middle East and Africa. The report on the 5-year outlook for the nation's telecom sector further stated that Nigeria has the potential for massive growth and that NCC remained a key factor in engendering and sustaining the growth potential. For nearly 25 years, Pyramid Research has been providing practical advice on emerging market and service opportunities to leaders in the converged communications, media, and technology industries. The research outfit's analysis, powered by their bottom-up methodology of forecast for more than 100 countries, is said to be uniquely positioned across emerging markets, technologies, and business models. I'm glad you're still there. Next on our lineup is a cybercrime bill to be floated aimed at empowering the security. The federal government has initiated a draft law that will empower security agents to intercept and record electronic communications between individuals and seize usage data from internet service providers and mobile networks. If the cybercrime bill is enacted into law, authorities can intercept and record personal emails, text messages, instant messages, voicemails, and multimedia messages in order to facilitate a criminal investigation. This formed part of the content of the draft bill sent to the National Assembly by President Goodluck Jonathan and submitted last week. According to the Daily Trust reports, the bill empowers security agencies to ask telecommunications companies to conduct surveillance on individuals and release user data to authorities, pointing out that a warrant would not be required in case of verifiable urgency to intercept and record electronic communications under the new bill. But where there is no urgency, an ex parte order of a court is needed before a law enforcement officer conducts a cybercrime investigation. Also, the bill prescribes death sentence to a person who commits crime against critical national information infrastructure, which is defined as certain computer systems, network, and information infrastructure vital to the national security of Nigeria or the economy and the social well-being of its citizens. However, if the offense does not result in death but leads to grievous bodily injury, the offender shall be liable to imprisonment for a minimum term of 15 years. A lifetime imprisonment also awaits any person that accesses or causes to be accessed any computer or computer system or network for purposes of terrorism. The bill says terrorism shall have the same meaning under Terrorism Prevention Act 2011 as amended. The bill imposes at least 10-year jail term or a 20 million naira fine for any person convicted for producing and distributing child pornography. It specifies 10 years in jail, 15 million naira fine, or both for pedophiles. You're still on to Telecom today. Still on our update segment, an appeal has again gone to Nigerian lawmakers for the Telecom Protection Bill before them. There is a growing concern over vandalization of telecommunications infrastructure in Nigeria, with various appeals by telecom stakeholders to the federal lawmakers to pass into law the Telecom Protection Bill currently pending in the National Assembly. This will address unleashing of criminal activities on telecom infrastructure, which is part of key reasons responsible for poor quality of services in Nigeria. With over 27,000 transceiver base stations already built by telecom operators, fiber optic cables running into several thousands of kilometers, and other key infrastructures strategically located in public places all over the country, stakeholders have said that there is need to expedite action on the passage into law of the Critical National Security Infrastructure Bill into law. Though there is in existence the Nigerian Communications Act 2003, which provides sound regulatory environment for the operators, stakeholders are in accord that the act is inadequate to guarantee adequate protection of physical telecoms infrastructure. Though the Minister of the Ministry of Communications Technology, Mrs. Omobola Johnson, has consistently informed stakeholders of the ministry's efforts at ensuring that the bill is passed into law, with lawmakers also claiming seriousness on the bill. The current outcry among the operators on the delay being witnessed by the bill possesses greater danger to the industry as vandals and other Nigerians consciously or unconsciously damage telecoms infrastructure with impunity. Observers say the bill, when passed, will not only safeguard infrastructure but will also guarantee seamless and heat-free communications in Nigeria, thereby justifying the confidence reposed in the country by the International Telecommunications Union, ITU. Welcome back. This is good news for telecom consumers in Lagos State and its environs. A better telecom service is in the offing, courtesy of an MOU. There is an indication that Lagos State will soon start enjoying improved telecom quality of service. The indication came in the wake of a recent memorandum of understanding signed by the Lagos State government with the Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators, ALTON, as part of efforts to mitigate challenges of rolling out telecommunications facilities across its domain. The MOU is expected to alleviate issues of right-of-way (ROW), multiple regulation and taxation, as well as vandalism, among others. The MOU would in turn guide the new deployment of telecoms infrastructures in the state for better coverage, as well as enable telecom operators deploy up-to-date network and roll out services for the benefit of consumers in the state. Consequently, Lagos State government has slashed the approval fee for the right-of-way by 85% to allow operators build quality network for effective service delivery for the team and Lagosians. The MOU also allows the state to be part of owners of telecom infrastructures deployed there to ensure a more healthy relationship between operators and Lagos State. Lagos State government is said to be the first state in Nigeria to have entered such agreement with Alton. You're still on Telecom today. We will be right back after this short break. Please stay tuned. Nigerian Communications Commission is pleased to offer the choice of mobile number portability to all telephone subscribers on any GSM mobile network in Nigeria. With mobile number portability, you can change your network without changing your number. To port, you must physically visit the office of the new operator with a valid identity card and a registered SIM card. Mobile number portability is available to both prepaid and postpaid subscribers, and it is free. If your service provider is charging you higher, do not listen to your complaints or do not provide you quality service. Go ahead and port to another network that you feel will treat you better and still maintain your number. It is your choice. It is your right. NCC, connecting Nigeria. Welcome back and thanks for being there on Telecom today. In business parlance, it is said that the consumer is the king. This saying was reiterated recently by a senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Paul Usoro, on our News of the Week. A senior advocate of Nigeria, Mr. Paul Usoro, SAN, has suggested a more favorable environment for consumers of telecommunications products in Nigeria, saying consumers remain major stakeholders in the communications business. Mr. Usoro was speaking at the maiden edition of Telecom Summit in Lagos in a paper entitled, "Are Consumers Paying the Right Price?" He was of the view that consumers are foremost for consideration by the Nigerian Communications Commission while carrying out its unique assignment as the umpire of the telecom sector in Nigeria. Mr. Usoro went down memory lane with pictorial illustration of tariff differences since the inception of voice telephony till date. He said going by what was obtainable at inception, which was 50 naira a minute in 2001, to the prevalent charge of 12 naira per minute in 2013, it could be said that prices are generally getting better.
The tendency sometimes is to forget where we're coming from. Memories sometimes get very short. And I think it's wise for us to go right back to 2001 when the journey started. And you would see that what the consumer was paying was actually 50 naira per minute. We're talking of per minute, by the way. Now, if you compare that to 12 naira per minute today, then truly, like we say in church, we can count our blessings.
The speaker, citing the 2012 estimated Nigeria Economic Index, noted that based on purchase power parity and a minimum wage of 18,000 naira, more than 50% of Nigerians are deemed to be technically poor, while another 17% are at the risk of falling into the poverty trap, a situation which still makes it financially demanding on telecom consumers.
That also explains the social phenomenon which we have commonly in Nigeria, where the less endowed financially depend on the more endowed ones who are outside of the rural areas, and you have the phenomenon of flash, which is there. Somebody flashes you and you have to call the person back, or they expect you to send credit to their phone so they could make calls, etc.
Mr. Usoro pointed out that with the state of the economy, prices could still come down for the sake of the masses. Speaking on some of the factors influencing telecom tariff fixtures, he said the high operating cost, anti-competitive practices, and other parameters for tariff determination, such as peak and off-peak periods on net and off-net call termination, closed user group, specific code, SMS, among others, were the reason why middle ground should be reached to favor all parties. In the same vein, the CEO of Main One Cable Limited, Ms. Funke Okpeke, while lending a voice to the conversation, spoke on anti-competitive prices, pointing out there was need for more new commercial frameworks.
It is this proprietary and anti-competitive practices, I think Mr. Paul Sorosan in his presentation highlighted some of these earlier, that has prevented the internet from moving from the shorelines to the far reaches of our nation. So in that light, we actually commend the Ministry of Communications Technology and the NCC for their various interventions in this regard. One of the areas is in anti-competitive pricing practices, by which the NCC has declared some operators dominant in transmission, and they're currently working with us. I know we have been engaged again as recently as this week on developing new commercial frameworks to establish price caps for national backhaul services. Indeed, we agree with them that there is no reason why backhaul capacity from Lagos to Ibadan or Lagos to Abeokuta, a distance of 120 kilometers or less, should cost more than double the price of equivalent services from Lagos to London.
Other speakers were of the view that tariffs must capture all telecom operational costs and also balance the need to provide quality services to consumers at affordable rates. This, he said, underscores the need for close monitoring and regulatory supervision to ensure that the majority of the population is able to benefit from essential services. They lauded the telecom regulator NCC for the part being played in ensuring that telecom operators favor the masses in reducing their tariffs, such as notable directives that reduces the price of tariff for on net and off net calls and short messages to the current price. Mr. Itanye Okechukwu is one of the executive commissioners of NCC. He speaks of the commitment of the commission towards telecom consumers.
Most of the actions we have taken are informed by the need to create a better consumer experience in an industry where quality of service remains a necessity. Whether it was the introduction of new interconnection rates for voice and data, or the fining of operators for failing to meet the quality of service threshold, the consumers occupy prime place in our considerations, and we are very determined to continue with the regulatory responsibilities that will make the industry better for them.
Welcome back to Telecom Today. On our consumer focus segment, our correspondent Destiny Obiakoeze brings you the part 2 on the mobile number portability initiative.
Thank you, Sonny. The mobile number portability is an initiative of the regulatory body, the NCC, to give telecom users choices and to encourage healthy competition among operators. What is the level of awareness among the Nigerians? We're on the streets of Abuja today to find out. Have you heard about the mobile number portability?
Yes, I have.
What have you heard about it?
That you can move to another network, still retain your number. That's if you feel that the network you're using is not probably giving you what you expect and stuff. So.
Okay, so at this stage, I would love to know: is your network treating you well?
Yes and no.
Why do you say yes and no?
Because sometimes you expect more from them and then you're not getting anything. Sometimes when you're not expecting anything, you get something. You know.
Okay, so is the mobile number portability something you would love to try?
Well, I don't know, but okay, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, what would be the basic reason you would want to try? Would it be the high tariff or the poor quality of service? Which one would it be?
Both, if you ask me.
Why do you say both?
Because I think the high cost of tariff is, it's not everybody that can afford spending money all the time on airtime and stuff. So yeah, and then the poor service. Sometimes network is crazy. You want to reach out to people and you can't because of the poor network service and stuff. So I mean, it's should I say it's a two-way thing. You look at both sides, whichever tends to work for you. If it doesn't work for you, well, then you port.
So have you heard about the mobile number portability?
Yes, I've heard about the mobile number portability.
What have you heard about it?
What I heard from adverts, from TV and some other social media is, if you are not okay by your network, with the network you are using presently, you can port to another network. So any network of your choice that you think can serve you better. So I've not really done that, but I'm looking forward to still thinking about.
Why did you consider the option?
I didn't get.
What's the reason that is motivating you to try
it? In terms of service, shall you understand, and their charges again. At times they just charge you unnecessarily that even by the time you even call the customer service, they will not be able to give you a concrete reason for charging you that. Where you are making a call and you can't hear the person you are calling and they are charging you. Shall you understand? So calling the customer, they tell you they are sorry without refunding back your money.
your network? You said, are they treating you well?
We don't. Most of us, to be sincere, we don't use one network. It's like, since the SIMs are more affordable in the market, so you can easily remove it and put in another SIM. That's just the main idea behind it. Instead of you, but why people do port is just because of the number that many people have known you since past 10 years. You understand? It's not that easy porting. You understand? It's not that easy for somebody to just get another SIM like that. That's just the basic advantage of porting to another network with that same number.
Yeah.
Have you heard about the mobile number portability?
Yeah, very well.
What have you heard about it?
That it's very possible to swap from a particular network to the other. If you're having problems with that particular network. Yeah, so.
Have you tried porting your number before? Or first of all, is your network treating you well?
Yeah, I heard about it very well, but my network is so okay. I mean, the most moderate thing I seek for, I don't know about this, is a data connection. If I have 3G for browsing at a particular network I am, why not? There's no point swapping. I don't know about that person, but I'm very comfortable. I've heard of it actually, but it doesn't bother me. Seriously.
Okay. So, do you have friends or family that has tried porting their number before?
No, my friend said it, but I don't know how far he is going about it. Just one person I heard about. Yeah.
Okay. So, is the network you're using treating you well?
No.
Why do you say no?
Because if I load one card, under 5 minutes, the money will be gone and I cannot even make call. Maybe I load 200, before 30 minutes I will see 40 naira on my phone. Just like that. So I just want to change to another network. But just time that I don't have, that is the problem.
Some Nigerians there talking about the mobile number portability. In the quest for improved quality of service, the mobile number portability will remain a viable option. I am Destiny Obiakoze. I will take you back to Sunny in the studio now.
Nigerian Communications Commission is pleased to offer the choice of mobile number portability to all telephone subscribers on any GSM mobile network in Nigeria. With mobile number portability, you can change your network without changing your number. To port, you must physically visit the office of the new operator with a valid identity card and a registered SIM card. Mobile number portability is available to both prepaid and postpaid subscribers, and it is free. If your service provider is charging you higher, do not listen to your complaint, or did not provide you quality service, go ahead and port to another network that you feel will treat you better and still maintain your number. It is your choice. It is your right. NCC, connecting Nigeria. Now, our feedback segment. Today on Feedback segment, we will be treating one of the frequently asked questions on mobile number portability, which is, what do I have to do to port? You will be required to complete a port request form. You will also be asked to send a text message with the word port to a short code 3232. Assistance will be made available if required. How do I confirm that this is my number. To move your number to a new mobile operator, you need to bring the following into the new operator stores. Proof of identity, that is an ID card, a passport, a driver's license, or an officially validated photographic identity document, the working mobile number you wish to port. Oh, how time flies. This is where we draw the curtains on this week's edition of Telecom Today. But not to worry, next week we'll provide another opportunity. Thank you for being with us, and don't forget to send us your feedback and comments through the Nigeria Communications website, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube media. You can also reach us on the page IDs displayed on your screen. Bye for now. I am Sony Otache saying thanks for watching.